Hi everybody, I'm Victoria Moore, the Grief Expert, and founder of the Grief Expert coaching programs, live events, and author of the book Ouch, Grief Hurts. Welcome to my video on the #1 mistake that people make about grief. Before I reveal this to you, I just want to talk about maybe some of the challenges that you're having in your life right now. Maybe someone's died, recently or long ago. Maybe your heart's broken from a romantic breakup. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you've got huge financial changes going on. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's not feeling too good. Sometimes I'm sure it's difficult for you to maybe get out of bed in the morning. Maybe you just feel empty inside. Sometimes life can be a struggle. How do I know this? Well, because this was me. My life too used to be a struggle. I was married at 20, had a child at 21, and my father died at 22 very suddenly. I was divorced with a huge amount of gambling debt left to me by my husband at 24. By my late 20s, I was on my second breakup from my long-term relationship, #2. And by my early 30s, I was broke again, only this time I was bankrupt. During all of this time of my struggles in my life, I had continually tried to find answers to help myself feel better. I was very depressed most of the time, and I was always looking to try and find the way to make myself feel better. So what did I do? Well, I read lots and lots of books on personal development. I went down a whole journey of spiritual development. I even went to the States to try and find the answers to help myself. They did help, all of these things really genuinely did help me, but what I found was that during this time I would feel better temporarily, but after a little while I would go back to feeling as bad as I did before. And in fact, what I did do was every time I did feel bad again, I would think that it was something I was doing wrong. Maybe if I just tried a little bit harder, maybe if I just tried more and more, I would feel better, that I was too stupid and that maybe it was just me. What I didn't realise was that it wasn't me. I'd just been never given the right information on what to do. Well, luckily, after all of this quest of trying to find something, I had a friend of mine that told me about grief. It was the first time I'd ever heard this word. I said, grief? What's that got to do with me? Someone died, but that was a long time ago. She said, no, Victoria, you're grieving. So during this time, after finding out this information, I went on a long journey again, only this time it was a good one. I'm happy to say that doing grief work and finding out about grief has completely changed my life for the better. I'm so passionate about helping people now that have gone through loss, which is most people, that I've spent the last 8 years of my life running workshops and coaching programs to help people move beyond their pain. Grief doesn't feel nice, but what's worse is that there's no information out there to tell you what to do. No one knows what to do, and that's why I do what I do. In the old times, people would say when things happen to us, never mind, things will get better. People would say to us, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We would hear all of these myths, and now I want to tell you what the #1 mistake people make about grief is, and this wasn't easy to do because there are so many, but I've picked the #1 mistake being that time heals. The mistake that people believe is that time heals their pain. We are always told, just give it time, you'll feel better. We are always told, time heals all wounds. Absolute nonsense. Time heals nothing. The only thing that time does is pass, and pass, and pass some more. For most people, their whole life can pass them by, and all they've done is live with this dreadful pain and unhappiness in their hearts. I don't want that for you. I didn't want it for me. Thank God I found the information that I did, and I really want you to find out that information too. So I just want to give you an analogy here about time, because people say to me, well, I do feel better on time, some people. But I want to tell you, if you cut your arm, if something happened to you, what would you do? Would you wait for time to stop the bleeding? Would you wait for it to get better? No, you wouldn't. You'd go to the sink, you'd go and take a plaster, you'd take some ointment, you'd bandage it up, you'd do whatever it took to make your arm better. Yet, take the heart, it's bleeding, feeling lots of pain. What do? Nothing. Why? Why do we do nothing? Well, because we're not told to. We're told just to wait. time heals all wounds. It doesn't. So what I want you to do here is to please take some actions. Actions must take place over feelings. If you wait to feel like doing something, you'll never do it, because you're so grief-stricken and in pain that it just takes too much for you to actually do anything about it. You'll just wait. Well, if I wait to feel better, then maybe I'll actually do something about it. If I wait to feel like doing something, I'll do it. But the trouble is, you'll never feel like taking the action that you need to feel better. It's like a vicious circle that we go into. So please take the action today. Do something good for yourself. Put your name and email address, please, in the box here on my website, and I will send you some free videos on the top 10 frequently asked questions that I've been asked during the last 8 years that I've been doing this work. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people get better, and I want to help you too.